Hey, my unique followers, it's me, Kelly, the creative mastermind behind Unique Designs by C&K. And today, we're going to do something special for Dad. We're going to make a coffee-themed keychain for Dad for Father's Day. And I'm going to show you how I make this. I use my Cricut and I create my little vinyl decal and this cool little coffee cup with coffee beans. So, how we're going to start today, we're going to use UV resin to create our keychain. So, I use an acrylic blank like this. They come with a cover on it on both sides. And today I'm going to walk you through both sides of this keychain. And all we're going to do is, if I can get them to cooperate, sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. You just take the edge and grab it and peel them away. The protective covering so you can maintain your shininess and it to be debris free. I've already mixed up our coffee colored glitter with the UV. And before we start, and I got smart today, and like last time, you guys, I brought the whole box of latex gloves with me. Because I will be rotating these gloves out and we're not going to fight with the gloves. So I brought the whole box. So always make sure when you're working with resin, whether it's UV or 2-part resin, you're wearing some of your safety gear. I just find working with UV resin actually quite fun and quite easy, and I am not the most patient person in the world, so I don't like to wait. So these keychains are really simple, and it can be a quick, cute gift for Father's Day. And you don't just have to use instant dad. You can do instant mom, instant grandpa, whichever you prefer. So we're just going to use about, I usually use about a $50 size, and I realized they didn't make enough, so I'll actually get to show you how I mix my UV resin. So about a $50 size like that. And then I got these, it's for nail art, but they have these silicone tips on them that you can use to help move the resin around. Now, if you don't have these, you can use a popsicle stick. I just find using these nail art little pencils for details to move the resin around a lot easier. And are a lot easier to clean, so I can reuse this and not have to worry about, oh, did I run out of popsicle sticks? And just spreading the resin is probably the most tedious part, but it's also the most satisfying part, is watching this move around. And my UV resin, it does self-center itself. Most resins do self-center. They do have some self-centering properties to them. It just depends on the brand. So you just gotta read the brand. So I just bring it all the way to the resin. And I chose this particular glitter just because, of course, coffee. Shout out to all my coffee lovers out there. But also, thought more of it was more of a masculine type of glitter. I thought it was screamed more male and coffee. So, yes, I have a little sparkle. I can't help myself. So, you're just going to bring your UV light. You can get this off of Amazon. And I set it at 90 seconds. Because I'm going to have to take the gloves off. Because me and my vinyl decals, the transfer tape likes to stick to my gloves. So, and that's why I got smart and brought the whole box of latex gloves over so I can just reach over and grab what I need. And so while we're waiting for the set, drop in the comments, are you a coffee drinker or do you prefer tea? Now I know Father's Day is right around the corner, so I wanted to just show you guys this quick, cute little project, something cute for Father's Day, especially if you don't know what to do for your dad, or that male you consider a father figure in your life, because I know a lot of people don't have their dad in their life, but they have men in their life that they really look up to, and it's like they're like a role model to them. So this is something really cute you could do for them. And I'm going to show you, because I'm going to do our little coffee cup first. And this vinyl decal, like, oh, he just went off. You're probably wondering why I stuck that in there, because it's easier for me to just peel the excess resin off, so I have a clean tip. So to apply this vinyl decal, because he's already set, you're just going to rub him with something with a hard edge, just like this. I have a plain little plastic card, but you can use your credit card. You can use a popsicle stick, something with a straight, hard edge, just to make sure that the vinyl sticks to the transfer tape and comes off the backing, the paper backing fine, so you're not fighting with it. So we have an even transfer. And it's including so you can rub it onto the keychain itself. And I try to center him right about there. And I just come in and I just rub him down, just to make sure when I lift the transfer tape, the vinyl actually sticks to the acrylic blank versus sticking to the transfer tape. And I just peel them back slowly. And voila, our little coffee cup with the coffee beans is on there. Oop, oop. I did pull my new gloves. I almost forgot, everybody. I almost forgot. Shame on me. Now, a quick tip. Don't have to rush through your UV projects, because UV resin doesn't set unless you hit it with UV light or put it in sunlight. That's when it gets hard. So unlike two-part resin where you kind of gotta do it all at once, and because it has a work period, a work time, and then where it starts after the work time is passed, it'll set right away and start to get hard. UV resin doesn't do that. Now again, I'm just going to come in with some clear, and we're going to do about a $1/2 size, just to seal the vinyl in. Here's the last thing I need is the vinyl to lift on everybody. And if you don't have a Cricut, so you can't create your own decals, this keychain will be on my shop tonight, and it'll be available for purchase. So I'll get it out because it's a Father's Day being around the corner. I will start expediting anybody that orders stuff for Father's Day, just to make sure you guys get it on time. Yep, and you're just going to use a little pencil tip and just move the UV resin around. And bring it to the end. And I can see where some of the UV I moved some of the UV off the vinyl decal. And if you're going, oh my gosh, I'm getting bubbles, I have a little lighter that I use, and just run it over the top. And mayday. He was trying to make a run for it. Another cool thing about this tip is I can catch when it's about to do something I don't want it to do. And you almost watched me fill up my hole. Yeah, and you just run your lighter over it, and it'll remove any of the air bubbles. And then you just set it again. I set it for 90 seconds. Sometimes it just depends on how you're feeling and how it sets. Sometimes you might have to set the UV resin a little bit, doing her 90 seconds, and then it will be good. Now, please note, once it comes out of the UV light, it will be warm. And if you happen to have any metal under the UV light, the metal will be hot. So please be careful when you're using UV resin. And you happen to have anything that's metal, it will be on the toasty side. And UV resin, because it's a little hot, because the UV will heat it up a little bit to set it. It will be a little hot. So now I gotta take a glove off. So, and if you've made it this far into the video, smash that subscribe button and throw a like on the video while you're hitting that subscribe button so you can continue to create with me. And we got about 18 seconds while we're waiting. I'll show you real quick in this corner up here. Here's my glitter I used. I realized I didn't make enough to be able to do the other side. So we're just going to add a little bit more UV resin to the little cup. I eyeball it. And again, if you go, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to finish this, but I've already poured out the UV resin. Again, it does not set until you hit it with the UV light. So if you need to come back in a couple hours because you have to run and go do an errand, or you have to go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do that you need to walk away for a moment, you can walk away from this. Only thing I would suggest is maybe put a little bit of plastic wrap on him, just to keep any dust or debris from getting in him. But you can still use him. See, and we're just gonna mix him up real quick. I find that UV resin is a little bit more forgiving than 2-part. Alright, so now you see he's all set, all looking nice and cute. So now, I'm going to show you the other side. Now comes the other part. We've got to get, there he comes. Alright, he wanted to cooperate a little faster with me. So you're just going to peel your other side. Yes, I could leave it like that and just throw the decal on it and put clear glitter, clear resin over it. But I like putting glitter on both sides. I like it to have a little bit more opaqueness to it before I apply the vinyl decal. That's just my preference. You don't have to do that. You can do one side with the glitter and then just put your decal on the other side. Just my personal preference. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Let me grab my another glove. And I put more glitter on there and set it for 90 seconds. And then we'll put the Instant Dad on there. And I do another about a $1/2 size. Now these are 2.5-inch acrylic blanks. I just find it easier to give the keychain a little bit more space for you to work with versus super tiny, because it can be harder to, if you have a Cricut, especially if you're new to the Cricut world like me, trying to find details on super tiny designs can be quite difficult. So I use a little bit of a bigger canvas, or in my case acrylic blank, to be able to print a little bit bigger of a decal, so my finer details I don't get frustrated with. Now my E's I did get frustrated with, so he's supposed to have a little thing on him to define the E more, but me and the E were not getting along when I was weeding him, so he doesn't have it. Again, I have a little lighter here. Just run it over. This also helps you when you do that. It gives you a cleaner slate when you need to apply your final decal. Again, here's Instant Dad. You know, watch me take my glove off again. And if you're wondering where I get my stuff, I get almost all of my stuff off of Amazon. Occasionally I get stuff off of Etsy that I can't find on Amazon, like my glitters and that. Like my next tutorial, which will launch on Friday, I have a really cool summer keychain. Like I said, this week is the week of keychains that will have a cool effect. That particular color I'm using, you can't get off of Amazon. You can only get that one off of Etsy. And I'll let you know in that video which seller on Etsy to go to be able to get fabulous color like that. So I've already prepped our vinyl decal. We have about 13 seconds left, and then he can be set. Then we can apply our vinyl decal. See, and then all I do, unless I just did myself wrong here. Come on, transfer tape. Haha. See, I knew someone was gonna play with me today. You just separate it from the paper backing. Now I have to be careful because I have a latex glove on and he's gonna try to play me. And there you go. You just apply that on there. Take your hard whatever you're using. Like, I have a blank plastic card that I just use to help secure this vinyl on. And I just pull the transfer tape away, and voila, instant dad's on. And then let's put a final coat on. Of course, I grabbed another glove. And last, our final coat of clear resin. But I'm also, while I have you, I'm going to show you how I put the key ring on too, so you can complete the keychain. Sometimes I'm a little heavy-handed with the clear resin, and I know it's about to fight me. So I'm just going to quickly clean off my little thing. And we're just going to start moving that around so we can make sure we get our seal on. So I can set him, and then once he's set, I can show you how to put the key ring on real quick. Now, I just learned this. I have been doing this the hardest way with the key ring. I'm going to show you how to do it an easier way. I've been doing it the awkward backwards way where I'm getting frustrated because I can't get it on fast enough, or the little ring is fighting me and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I learned this. My beloved boyfriend, he was helping me at one of my get ready for one of my shows. I do vendor / craft shows, and I had a bunch of keychains that I was trying to get done because they needed their final ring on them. I'm looking at him like, how'd you just get these all done? And he showed me how he did it. I have been doing it the most difficult way. So I'm going to show you how he showed me he did it. And I'm going to reach over and grab my key ring and my jump ring and my pliers. Yes, I have 2 pairs of pliers. You'll see what I'm about to do with that. Yep, we're going to wait 90 seconds. We're at about 65 seconds. Oops, let's not put them in this UV light. I'm not burning my fingers today. And while we're waiting, why don't you drop a comment in there and let me know how you take your coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, do you drink it black? Do you add a little bit of milk? Do you add milk and sugar? How do you take your coffee? Since we're coffee themed today, we're gonna ask. Let's talk about coffee. Because I like my coffee. I love it. I don't like the mild, lighter coffees. I like mine like a medium roast with a little bit of milk. If I don't have any milk, then I just drink it black. Yep, and then voila. Instant keychain. So now let me show you real quick. I'm going to take my jump ring and one set of pliers. And then I'm going to through the hole. And then just hook. Of course I drop it. I'm trying to show you guys and I drop everything. It wouldn't be me if I didn't drop something. Normally you guys don't see this because I drop everything off camera. I'm a little bit of a klutz here. So, he showed me you just take that one side and take the other side just like that. That was so much easier to put that stinking jump ring on. I have been fighting with that jump ring for about a year for all my keychains. So happy my boyfriend showed me that I was doing it the hard way. So that's all for today. I do have another tutorial, another keychain with cool effects coming out on Friday. So make sure you have hit that subscribe button and throw a like on that video, on this video. And so until next time, be you, be unique.